to be here and to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And however you celebrate, I am happy to be here with my very good friend from Bradford Global. Um, we work together really closely, and because of a lot of their good work, we're excited for this class that's coming in here in January. I'm hoping some of you watching this, or some of you that are going to be joining us in January, we're looking forward to having a big group of students come in from Nepal and Southeast Asia and that part of the world. And if you are really interested in coming to Findlay, we have a lot of other opportunities to come. Don't distress if you're not going to make it by January. We know how the visa issue challenges are. So here at the University of Findlay, we have a number of different intakes coming up. So if you are interested in coming in for the MBA program or the Masters of Health Informatics, we actually have a March intake for that program. So if you have a good English language score of a 6.5 or higher for the MBA, or a 7.0 for the Master of Health Informatics, you can actually start March 3rd. So that is something to work with our good friends at Bradford and to work with them to get your application in. We also have a May intake for many of our programs that would begin, it's about May 13th, May 14th. And for those programs, if you are English language, you can start in May. If you are our Masters of Health Informatics, our MBA program, our Masters of Environmental program, our Masters of Education program, all of those programs have a May intake. So if
Yep.
you aren't going to be able to get here for January, it's okay. We've got other opportunities to come in here yet this semester, essentially.
Great. Thanks for giving a little intro about the programs at the University of Findlay, and of course, this is very exciting time for all of us as University of Findlay has been a popular name in our region, mostly in Nepal and India and other South Asian countries. And of course, it has got its strong market share in other countries across the globe. So kudos to you and your team for all the great work that you've been doing. And we are happy to be part of you, part of Findlay. All right, dear viewers, if you have just joined, yes, we just started about our review. Let's say to look back at this year, 2021. I know we all of us went through very tough time of our era, I believe, and yeah, the first half of 2021 was just kind of wait and watch because new vaccine was there, and then we just counted the numbers of vaccine as being used in different parts of the world, including the US. And then it was very difficult time for everybody. Thank God everything is on track now. You could see the visa numbers the US has granted to. Yeah, for Nepal and India, I would say the record number of visas were granted in fall 2021, that is August 2021. And that was a very good signal for all of us. And we all rushed now this is the time. So everybody
Yes.
got to be prepared. And this is really good time. And yeah, as the vaccination just took its shape to a larger population in the US and the world. Now we were feeling safer and safer, and students numbers are growing and growing. So they were all talking about good universities, good programs, and definitely Findlay became one of them. And yeah, thanks to your great work and great support to our international students, Rebecca.
Yes,
That
we are also very, very excited to see the number of visas getting approved grow, to see the number of
Mhm.
applications from Nepal and Southeast Asia grow, and we're excited to welcome these students back to campus and have a really great community of students who are here to learn and have some fun while they're here too. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. Rebecca, what do you find this moment? Let's say, we talk about good things happening for international students. So, uh, what are the things that have changed that Finlay to support international students at the moment? You can talk about, the fee structure, the scholarship, or means of support during their studies. Also, I hear a lot about housing support. So, if you could
Mhm.
just highlight those things for our viewers, the future students or their parents, families, that would be great.
Yes, happy to.
Mhm.
Here we've had international students, the students from all over the world at the University of Findlay for more than 50 years. So
Mhm.
we've typically had a lot of structure in place to help support our international students. Um, this structure that we've always had and we continue to have is we have a specific language learning lab for our students that is staffed with tutors and ESL teachers who know what it's like for English not to be their first language to make sure our students are
Mhm.
successful. We have a lot of activities that are geared around our international students and helping you make friends and become integrated with campus and to get to know Ohio and the community that you're now living in and to
Mhm.
help you feel a little bit less homesick when you first arrive. Um, for housing and accommodations, that's always one of our biggest questions. We actually put in place for this coming semester a housing grant. So we have a lot
Right.
of on campus housing, and it ranges from what you're probably thinking of a traditional dorm to a lot of homes that our students will have 3, 4, 5 students in, and they have a shared kitchen and a shared living space. So you can prepare your own meals. You don't have to have the meal plan. So we have a wide range of on campus living options. The nice thing with living on campus is all your utilities are included. All of the places are fully furnished. As an international student, you'll be in one of the homes more than likely that has the independent kitchen. And so with that, we actually put a $2,000 housing grant in place
Wow.
per
That's great.
semester. So if
Right.
you can certainly choose to live off campus, you do not have to live on campus. We kind of encourage it, especially that first semester. But if you do choose to live on campus, it is actually more affordable now with that housing grant to live on campus than it would be to rent off campus. But either way, we are in a safe community. There's rental properties available, certainly right around campus, and then some maybe a short car ride away. But for your first semester, I know we have plenty of on-campus space, so you wouldn't have to worry about, oh my gosh, where am I going to live? We can help you
Mhm.
with that. And then even if you're not sure when you arrive, we do have welcome houses for our students. A lot of students take advantage of that where they're just here, they're not sure what they want to do. You can stay in one of our welcome houses for about a week and a half when you first arrive. And our graduate assistants that live there will help you figure out, do you want to move on campus? Do you want to live off campus? Help you find some place to live. And it's also really good because it gives you an immediate group of people to hang out with as soon as you arrive. um,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and
This
for,
is.
go
Sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, I was just like going to share about my experience. Like while I visited Finlay a
Yeah.
couple of times, and the great things about Finlay is it's a small town. It's like everybody knows everybody, so you have somebody to reach out, and somebody who knows about you very well. So it means you won't be in trouble. It's it's a very friendly place, and see and also cost wise living there, you can actually enjoy the highest lifestyles, I would say. Why? Because I mean the quality, because for that price and that affordability, like cost of living, I believe you can enjoy every bit of life
Mhm,
that way. So you have that kind of that kind of things that you can find around. So
mhm,
campus is in the town of Findlay itself, so it's just walking distance, like you explained about housing also. Even though the students have the choice about for living on or off campus housing, but yet you would find it great when living on campus, and you don't find that you know cost wise expensive rates, rather like Rebecca just explained. You have very moderate, very low cost of living, I mean, sorry, cost for housing. That means
mhm,
students are supported, you are getting lots of offers this way. All right.
mhm.
Thanks for that. And Rebecca, as we are going for next 15 minutes, so if we could talk about some of the programs like I've
Mhm.
highlighted, and if you could talk about the programs that our Nepalese and South Asian students are actually coming for,
Yep.
I know MBA Health Informatics could be, so that would
Yep.
help.
Some of our most popular programs for students from Nepal and Southeast Asia, of course, our MBA program. Our MBA program is exciting because there's a couple of different choices and concentrations you can focus on in the MBA program. We have healthcare management within it, general business management. Our accounting track is popular. There's an international business track and a track of the MBA that we're adding come fall that we're really excited about is the
Wow.
business analytics track.
That's right.
So,
Mhm.
so that is one. I had a couple students ask me about this, that even if you're coming before the fall intake, and you want, once that's officially added in the fall, you could, even if you're here before, you could still pick that up once you're
Great.
here. So we are
Mhm.
really excited about that one being added. Another program that is really popular for us is our Masters of Applied Security Analytics. This is a
Mhm.
program that it's a computer science master's degree, but it also has a lot of big data in it. People come out of that program as a data scientist, but they have good management experience. That program's next intake is in August. Our Masters of Environmental program is one that I heavily recommend to everyone. If
Mhm.
you're someone
Yes,
that
yes, yes.
likes science,
Right.
it really is a strong program. You learn how to make your world better, make the environment better, make workplaces safer.
Mhm.
When there's natural disasters, you learn how to help manage the process that fixes the problems that natural disasters cause. And the fantastic thing about that program is here in the United States, those students, it's a STEM program too, so it's a 3-year OPT.
Mhm.
Those students graduate with 2 or 3 job offers, and they're so heavily in demand here in the United States that we don't have enough graduates in that program to fill the demand
Right.
for the employers that want to hire. So,
Mhm.
and all of these programs that I've mentioned so far, we also have an undergraduate version of that program as well that
Mhm.
are also very strong. If you're an undergraduate student, Findlay has a very wide host of programs. We don't have engineering. That's about the only program we don't
Mm.
have. But we are heavy. We have a lot of healthcare programs. We have a lot of business programs. We have a lot of science programs, biology, environmental. We have we have about 80 different undergraduate programs. So there's a lot of options here for you as a student and things to look at. And we offer scholarships for all of them. Our graduate scholarships, our programs are really affordable. So the scholarships are a couple $1,000s per program, which still certainly is a nice, strong scholarship with that. Our undergraduate students, our scholarships are based on grades. And so basically, the better your grades, the bigger your scholarship. And our
Mhm.
scholarships range from $12,000 a year to $21,000 a year.
Great.
Um,
Okay.
so we reward students for hard work.
Hmm. Absolutely. And thanks for that offer. Of course, that helps a lot. The parents are often worried, like, whether they're gonna, like, make it or not, because looking at the fee structure at many US universities, like, their dreams seem far away. But like, you just said GPA matters a lot. And with that
Mhm.
background, of course, one could get up to $21,000
Yep.
under, like, at the undergrad level. That means a lot. Thanks for that provision, and of course, like, that will be more encouraging for our future students as well. Great. Like, when we talked about the programs, like you said, under the STEAM program, which is like ESS, like Environment, Safety, and Health, and of course, you have Health Informatics, I
Yes.
guess, and
Yes.
which starts this March as well, and
Yes.
you have like Business Analytics coming that could be added in fall, hopefully.
Yes.
So
That's what
that's
we're working towards.
yes, yeah. I'm looking forward to it as well. Like, this is a great program, and it has a lot of scope. So I hope, like, we'll get that information pretty quick. Like, the addition of the program.
Yep.
Great, thank you. And yeah, so far, like, what's your experience like in just dealing with, especially with the Nepalese students, like, the specific experience you have got, because you've been there for quite a long time
I
at
have.
Finland. Yeah.
I tell you, I am so excited that our Nepalese students are able to get visas again. We before all of that, we used to have a lot
Hmm.
of Nepalese students here, and then, as you all know way better than I do, visas became
Hmm.
very hard to come by. And so our Nepalese students, when you talk to our faculty, they're very excited that our Nepalese students are coming back, because
Great.
everyone says it's consistent that they are very hardworking and they are very nice students, and they're great additions to campus. So we welcome students from all over the world, of course, always.
Hmm.
But I think Finley's got a special place in our heart for our Nepalese students. So
Thank you very much. Thank you. um, yeah. With that said, and I just want to like pick some of the programs that you have highlighted uh, for this Mars. So
Mhm.
I see like the MBA, which is very popular among
Mhm.
everybody, not just international, the American students as well. Because regardless of your background, you could go into this program and hone your skills and put yourself at a better position for your career. So if you could talk a little bit about this, like some specialize in under it as well. Like I know 2 3 specialize in under MBA at Finley.
Well, our MBA program, it about 2 years. It really kind of depends on you
Mm-hmm.
and students that are super that really want to get it done. Some students can get it done in a year, year and a half. It's taken a
Mm-hmm.
lot of classes. Most of our students like it and they like being here, so they don't rush through it. But our MBA program is accredited by the ASBSP. I always
B,
get that acronym
right?
wrong. I have to think about it for a minute. Um,
That's a B. Yep.
the program too, it is a fully online program, but when you're here, you will take the program in person. But the nice thing with this is because it does have online classes, you could actually choose to take one class a semester online in the program.
Mm-hmm.
Some students do well with that format, some do not. It really depends on you, but it does give you a little bit of flexibility. But just as a point of reference, our classes are in person. And so if you're here for school, you should expect to be in class in person. But it is a great program. It's taught by faculty that are really engaged. They work to get you great mentorship experience, and you'll do projects for area businesses while you're in there. You'll make connections with area business leaders.
Mm-hmm.
So when you graduate, you should already have a group of people that are out there working in the industry that could help you and help you with getting what everybody wants is that job. So
Absolutely. So you have like the field like that you go into like under MBA. So you
mhm.
have healthcare management, I believe, and accounting, which is under CPA, and also some international business as minor. So
Yep.
any students could like pick that programs or like because those are popular ones under MBA.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a number of concentrations within that program. So how that works with the MBA is
Mhm.
you'll be in the MBA and everyone takes this core group of classes in the MBA program.
Mhm.
And then once you get here, or even before, if you decide there's a certain area that you want to focus in, you take those specific classes to focus in that area. And then what some students choose is they choose to have two focuses and then they're here a little bit longer, but it's their choice because they want to get that additional experience
Mhm.
and take those additional classes in education. So it's nice
Right.
that everyone gets a good core foundational business management background, and then you specialize in the area that you want to specialize on that's right for you.
Great. Thank you. And yeah, I also want to highlight one more program here because they both like MBA and this program, MS in Health Informatics, offered
Mhm.
in this March itself. Because I know, as you see, like hundreds of students are not able to, book their interviews for this spring intake. So definitely they need to like look for next intake. And luckily, I know, fortunately, we have Findlay that offers these great programs in March. So
Mhm.
we are actually happy to help any students who are holding the I-20s, not just from Findlay, from anywhere else, but like not go for the interview in Jan for this January class. Definitely, like can choose these programs and at Findlay. So the beauty about Findlay is like they have great programs. Very like affordable cost of living as well, and their programs, they are not like inexpensive. 12,000 a year it starts
Mhm.
from, and then you even have some like scholarship money. So that means like they care about you as international. So if you will like toss that base about the costing like after this, let's talk about this health informatics, because these days like it's been popular, but students may not have like quite a bit information
Yep.
about this field. So if you could highlight on this,
Yep.
please.
For the Masters of Health Informatics, if you are someone that has either a healthcare background or a computer background, and you're not quite sure what you want to do for a master's degree, this can really be a good program to look at. It is the intersection between healthcare and IT. So, what this program trains you to do is to be the essential part of a healthcare system that takes all of the data that is collected on patients whether
Mhm.
it's their health records, their x-rays, and all this stuff is now digitized and it goes into computer systems. So this program is training you to be the expert on those computer systems. So, and what it also trains you to do, because you in this program, you will take classes in data analytics. It will take you to teach you how to take all that data that we collect, and everyone knows we're collecting so much data, and then
Mhm.
do something with it and interpret it in a way that is something that people can make healthcare decisions on. And so this program has become immensely popular since COVID, because with COVID, everyone's collecting data. Well, what do you do with it? Where do you put
Right.
it? How do you make it work? That's what this program teaches you how to do.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. This is most demand one of the most demanding programs, I would say. And then,
It
like you
is.
said, this pandemic has taught us a lot. And then it's the data world, data world. So of course, anything that related to data, of course, like that is of that is of great sense. And yeah, health informatics, if you have health background, and yet you want to enhance the skills with IT, then I think this
Mhm.
program is very suitable one. And it has got a great career path. And then I believe not so quite sure, you help me, like health informatics from of like the University of Findlay comes among top 10 in the US.
Yes, yeah. This program is also one that is available as an online program.
Okay.
Again, you're an international, you'll be here in person, but we have the top ranked program of this kind in the country for
Right.
an online program. So what that means
Hmm.
to you is the curriculum is really, really good, and we're also really, really good at teaching it online. So again,
Hmm.
as an international student, you take classes in person, but there is an option to take maybe one class a semester online. Some students like doing that. It frees their schedule up a little bit. Some students hate doing it.
Hmm.
It
Yeah,
depends entirely on you and your and how you prefer to learn. So,
absolutely.
yeah, we're very
Because
proud of this program.
right, while you are here physically, of course, you should get used to with the on-site class. So that's
Yes.
what you offer. So I enjoy on-site class kind of teachings rather than relying everything on online. So it's but whichever way is easy for you, you could do that. But it's a great program.
Mhm.
Thank you. But is it expensive one? What do you think?
This one in our Masters of Analytics, the I-20, it's about 17,000 a
Hmm.
year. It's a little bit more expensive than the MBA, a couple
Hmm.
thousand more expensive because it's
Hmm.
got the technology component built into it.
Right.
Your I-20 amount for that program is still under 30,000 when you include accommodations and everything with it. So it's
Right.
just a little bit more expensive because it's a heavy technology program.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. So, yeah, though, you compare the programs at Findlay and many other U.S. universities here, you don't find that expensive
Mhm.
because,
Yeah.
that.
Comparatively to our master's degrees, none of ours are near what a lot of the other schools' master's degrees are.
Right.
A lot of other
That's right.
US schools' master's degrees are all in the 40, 50, $60,000 range. And
Mhm.
the health
Right.
informatics program, I think
That's
it's
true.
like, I want to say all in, it's like 27,000,
Right.
maybe.
Right, you're right. And then, because that's what I hear from my students as well. They say they tried with other universities too. They got the I-20s from there too, but they rather felt good about coming to Finlay. Why? Because not just the cost, but the program, the components as well. Yet, it is quite affordable. Starting with 12,000, and the programs like this is 16,000 a year,
Mhm.
as compared to 27, 30,000 or even higher at
Yeah.
other universities. So I believe this is a very a very perfect kind of program with a great cost offers.
We think it's pretty great too.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, and keep adding more of this, please.
yeah.
All right. So in the meantime, I wanna wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year 2022, together with my special guest here today, Miss Rebecca Jenkins, from the University of Findlay, and she works at at the capacity of Assistant Vice President of Enrollment and Marketing globally. So she should be the one who you should look to once you are here, or while you are in the process of getting I-20. And she's a great lady, and she's so friendly that you would find that warmth right after, like even like talking to her through email, or like, I mean, corresponding with her through your like exchanging emails for your I-20s and all the processing queries, or like, of course, meeting in person. So I felt that. So you'd be the next one, I guess. Right. And
We'll be
that's
here. Be happy to meet you in person.
all right. Yep. Yep. And yes. Let's move to the, like, the last part of this. So Rebecca, as you also, of course, like, you got familiar with all this, like, situation going around. The reason I, like, in Nepal and India, like, we had many students, and it's still like they're struggling. We had they who struggled for their interview dates. So
Mhm.
um, what would you say, like, it is because, like, because of the COVID situation, the embassy had only few appointments, or like, you experience like, volume application. uh,
Mhm.
so what, like, might be the the cause, like, you have less visa appointment slots, or like, higher numbers of applicants going.
Um, I think we've been very blessed to have some great partners like Bradford, that we have seen a huge increase in applications here in the
Mhm.
last year. Um, I think a lot of it's because the visa offices are starting to open, but a lot of it's because we're a really strong school. We have
Yeah.
really great partners, and our students are successful and they enjoy being here. So we are very blessed to be in that position. So I don't think that all schools can say that like we can. So
Mhm.
it's a combination of a lot of great people that work really hard to help make sure that our students have a great experience and they get the degree they want and they get good jobs and they get to have some fun while they're here in the States too. So
Uh-huh.
we can't
Definitely. Yeah.
go that part. If you come to college and only go to class, you're missing the point. So,
Right.
but do go to class, but
Right.
do other things.
Hmm. Yeah, like, we feel great to work with you as a close partner, and yes, yeah, like, University of Findlay. When I look back, like, it goes back to, like, 2 decades, like, when I
Mhm.
started back, and then that time, like, yeah, only a handful universities were there in the market, especially in Nepal. So University of Findlay was always the winner. So I can actually relate those like memories here. So and then we are, like, actually carrying that brand, carrying that partnership, and you know um, it's been a great journey. And yeah, thanks to you and the whole team at Finley, and of course, not just for students, like, for the partners like us. I think it's a great place to recommend our students, and students parents are happy these days, like, when I am, like, working more aggressively for Finley, I just come across with the students, like, who say, like, okay, I went to Finley in this year, I graduated from there in this year. So and now their friends and families now choosing. One example is, like, a brother, like, as you know, also Ranjan Khadka from
Mhm.
Denmark. Actually, he's from
Yep.
Nepal, but went to study his bachelor's in Denmark. He applied for his visa, like, for here, and then, like, he easily got in here with a student visa to study at the University of Finlay. And he was here, and then I had a, like, I just, like, offered him a tour, like, in our Napa, and then it was great time, and he shared with me, like, okay. And getting here wasn't just, like, big thing for him, like, just because he had made that strong, like, background studying there, finishing his studies there in Denmark. But choosing the right one was a bit, like, tough for him. But he
Yeah.
just compared many other offers, and then picked Finlay, which is great. And yeah, like I said, his own brother-in-law, who are also here, like, close to me here, like, in Berkeley, in San Francisco. He also, like, went to the University of Findlay, I think
Yeah.
5 or 6 years back.
Yep.
So it really gives me, like, bigger confidence level, and then feels good about, like, having those sort of, like, experience, or, like, like, people's voices about Finlay. So yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, this is great. That means, that's one example, and there are, of course, like, thousands of example, and
All
Finlay
right.
is very great, and thanks to all this. um, well, that was like about sharing our experience and the name in the market. Hope it was not boring. I got this very interesting, when I heard from him. Anyway.
It's so fun when we run into alumni and people that
Mhm.
know people that went to Findlay. And I think because we've had so many students from Southeast Asia and Nepal for so many years, it doesn't take long to find a Findlay alumni. So
Mhm. Absolutely. Yes, and we got last minute here, and uh, uh, today, of course, Rebecca is very. Rebecca is still working today, as
I am.
many like places have been closed for this holidays time, and yeah. Uh, so, what's your plan, like Rebecca? How do you celebrate, and then what's the message to our students
Sure.
who have already been there, and then who are on their way to the University of Finley?
Sure. I am very much looking forward to a little bit of downtime. I have kids and family that are really important to me, and this year we're actually able to get together. Last year we had a lot of Zoom Christmas
Mhm.
present opening, which isn't the same thing. So
Yeah,
I'm just looking forward to feeling a little bit more normal and getting some time with my children and my family. And so I am very much looking forward to in the new year welcoming all of you who are able to be here for spring, because we start back really quick. Our orientation week is actually the first week that we're back from Christmas break. But I wish all of you a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and stay very healthy and safe and enjoy what you have in your life. We are all really,
yeah,
really lucky.
that's great. Like enjoy what you have and who you have in your life,
Mhm.
and that matters a lot. Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. And yeah, this is a great message, and this is a great time. And when you look back last year, then if you go
Mhm.
back to last year, then like we even didn't have like much fun, I guess, just sharing the Christmas wishes and all, but because the situation that time, and then that was crazy time all around the world due to the virus. Finally, we are here today, and then everything, like you say, we got tired of just all the virtual things, everything virtual. Now,
Yeah,
going back to work, back to the physical things, on-site studies, that's a great thing now.
it is. I have a new baby nephew who he's 2,
Wow.
who I cannot wait to watch him destroy the Christmas tree at my parents' house. So I think that's the thing I'm most looking forward to.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's
being able to laugh because my children aren't babies anymore. So it's my sister's
uh,
problem.
yeah, yeah. My yeah, my niece is same like that, just like, and she's expecting another baby boy. I mean,
Yep.
baby brother, the next month. And yeah, we all have fun. My parents are home, and then our all family live together. I mean, in a very same circle.
Mhm.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, last thing, I know, a couple of students coming to Finley today itself, I guess six.
Yep.
So what about your support to incoming students? Like we have and receive their visas, but looking forward to traveling to Finley. Maybe from today
Yep.
onward, like until you have the class starting on the
10th.
10th. Yeah,
Yep.
so
We
until 9th you could be here. So
Yeah,
we're
we actually have a good number of students that are going to be here for the holidays that are new. They wanted to make sure and get here. Our welcome houses are actually fairly full right now. So those students are going to get a chance to have a American Christmas, get a chance to get to know each other. Our graduate assistants are there to make sure everyone is feels that sense of family. Now, I will tell everyone that's coming a little early. Campus is kind of quiet right now because we're closed for the holidays. So don't, if they're coming early, do not think this is the way campus already always is. This is the one time a year that campus is really quiet. So, but we have our orientation week is the week before classes start. There's a lot of things that'll be going on. But I'm excited to have some students here over the Christmas holiday. I think it makes it more fun for everyone. Our graduate assistants are great and they work really hard and they will appreciate having new friends around. So
absolutely. Yeah, we look forward to even helping more students in coming intakes for
mhm.
University of Finley. Of course, we could not thank you enough for all the support that you are giving us and then our students. And your support has been incredible. Why? Because they've been able to book the interviews, and your admissions office taking less time in producing the I-20s. So that means like your applications are converted, and then we can always count on you. So it's a great experience working with you as your close partner.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Thank you, Rebecca, and
Thank
we wish
you.
you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you at Findlay and your family and everyone. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Namaste. And dear viewers, thanks for your time today, and I would like to wish you happy holidays. And yes, University of Findlay is a great university to be, and they offer great programs at a very affordable price, like I said, like 12,000 a year tuition, which is not bad. And then this January, many students from Nepal and India joining University of Findlay. So if you think like you got late, it's not. You still have time, because they have offers. I mean, they have programs starting in March, May, and also in um, of course fall, the great one of the biggest intake, January and fall. But now, like, we have MBA and Health Informatics program starting in March. All right, just let us know. Visit our office in New Chowk, and we'd be happy to help you through your application process, visa interviews, and the travel plans. And yeah, celebrate this festival with great joys with your family and friends, and be safe. All right. Thank you. And until next time, bye bye.